The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Fitzpatrick gets this one to use check. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down, right near the 24.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. His throw incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54. Base, 54, Mike. 51, Sam!
Now it's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Ryan on target to Pitts, 1st down, Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Gold is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Yeah, let's get set. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Exit, slap.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. Hunter Nice-Swander on a punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Taking it about the 16. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fitzpatrick. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, here's Love. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mostert. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 25 on second down, Fitzpatrick flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's got this down to the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A first down carry for Davis. And past the 30, down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 27, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ryan steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he will take it in for a Falcon
Jameis Olawale. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Love. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
24 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Love. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. About either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 7.
He's crossing. He's checking
They'll try the left side here with Love. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Love, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. But it'll be second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. For a Sade-Aluakin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything in. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashad Perriman, 69 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check 13. Check. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. 43. Check. 43. He can't. He's not going to get me. 43.
Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chase Young, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
I got it. He's coming. Double up. 54,
Now Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Four yards the pickup, first down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup on the play.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and forever, he'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Harris.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Flushed out right.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returning, it's Benjamin. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Finding Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?